What's up, guys? It's Andrew again with A&H Carpentry, and here's a few baseboard tips. Whenever possible, in my opinion, you should cope. You have more adjustability in and out versus a miter. You also want to make sure your saw is always dialed in. As you can see here, mine's not. Typically when you run base, you'll see in the field, you come across this situation a lot. Your wall's bowed or whatever. You can use a screw behind here, and you can check it with your square to make sure this is square, so when you snap your next cope into it, it's nice and tight. And lastly, you want to come up with a system. I work right to left in a room, so I keep all my copes on the right side. It's easier to see. I like working the grinder or the jigsaw with my right hand as opposed to my left. And you need a numerical system. I don't like to be walking in and out of the house. I try to stay at the saw as long as I can and then come in the house and nail all my pieces at once. For me, when I have to cope a side, if it's a right side, I use CR, cope right. If I need to figure out if it's a short point or long point, I'll do SPL would be short point left, SPR would be short point right. And same thing for long point, LPL, long point left, LPR, long point right. And typically when we do base, you're gonna come into situations where you want to return the baseboard profile onto itself. I'll do finish right or finish left, which would basically mean FR would be finish right side to be wrapping it around. Those are just some simple tips that work for me.